You literally just told me that you loved me. You just told me that we're not even in a fucking relationship.
It's not like it's that big of a fucking secret, Cassie.
Daniel, come on.
Who the fuck does this girl think she is? You are so fucking boring.
My story is like a broken wall, spiraling out of control between the longing for love and the pressure of reality, and finally falling into the abyss. Yet the notes of tragedy were planted as early as my childhood. I was born into a seemingly decent middle-class family. My father was handsome and charming, while my mother, though beautiful, was always uneasy. When I was little, my father kept encouraging me to learn figure skating, making me once believe that I could become a princess on ice. But this beauty came to an end soon. My father couldn't even hold down a stable job, and the expensive skating lessons were halted as a result. At the same time, my parents' relationship deteriorated rapidly, and the house was filled with quarrels day in and day out. My mother accused my father of fooling around with other women, while my father complained that my mother had let herself go. It was in such chaos that I entered my adolescence.
Holy moly, look at you.
What?
You're gonna be a real heartbreaker. Trust me.
My premature physical development felt like another curse to me. The gazes of the men around me shifted from friendly to lustful, and these gazes even came from elderly relatives in the family.
I bet you got all the boys wrapped around your finger.
On the night before the new school year started, my parents had a fierce quarrel. My younger sister and I were so scared that we couldn't sleep all night. It was also from that night that my father left home. Right after we separated, he would still come back to see us every weekend. Later, it became once every few weeks, and then we even couldn't see him for a whole month. It wasn't until he got into a serious car accident that our contact was reestablished. During that period, I went to the hospital to accompany him whenever I had free time, pushed his wheelchair to take him out for some fresh air. To maintain his hard-won warmth after he was discharged from the hospital, I secretly sent him messages without telling my mother. But before long, his replies became fewer and fewer, and a few months later, he completely lost touch. When I saw him again, I was shocked to find that he had become addicted to drugs. Being so a loving father, he turned into a stranger controlled by drugs.
The number you texted me from. Can I call you?
That's my friend's phone. I promise I'll reach out to you with my new number. Don't cry, baby. I'm okay, I'm fine. Don't...
I just miss you, Dad.
I miss you, okay? I love you.
The man he used to be tall and handsome. Now he is like a thief, searching for something in his former home. Then he tells me not to tell Mom. Watching his figure fade away in the distance, I finally can't hold back my tears and burst into sobs. I know this time, he really doesn't want us anymore. After my father left, a huge void was left in my heart. I longed desperately to be loved, to feel the warmth of being cherished in someone's palms. To seek this, I learned to please others at a very young age. In my past relationships, I would always comply with my boyfriend's requests, taking those intimate photos and videos. Unfortunately, after we broke up, these materials were maliciously spread, labeling me as a slut in others' eyes. Gradually, I seemed to grow numb at times. I even comforted myself in a distorted way, telling myself that loving someone always comes with a price. Just when my life was in a total mess, the appearance of McKay was like a powerful painkiller, instantly numbing all my pain and humiliation.
No, you're being cute.
Listen, I don't want to sound corny or whatever, but you are literally the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
As a college football player, he was quite different from the other guys around me. He had clear visions for the future. I threw myself wholeheartedly into this relationship, giving everything I had without reservation. I was willing to do anything to satisfy him. Even when he showed some violent tendencies, I chose to endure. Our seemingly perfect relationship, actually. It was fucking unequal from the very beginning. Although McKay likes me, he has always minded my past. This contradiction exploded completely on the night of the carnival. In front of our friends, McKay deliberately kept his distance from me and even refused to admit that I was his girlfriend.
You guys like in a relationship?
No, we're just chilling.
Are you just chilling?
Yeah, we're chilling.
This kind of public humiliation has completely broken my heart.
It's not that big of a deal, Cassie. It's a figure of speech.
It is a big deal.
It's really not.
You literally just told me that you loved me.
What does that have to do with anything?
You just told me that we're not even in a fucking relationship.
That's because I know the guy. He's just gonna talk shit.
Like what?
Like about you. Or whatever, Cassie.
What do you mean, whatever?
Like whatever the fuck you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not like it's that big of a fucking secret, Cassie. You know what? It's cool. We should just call it a night. I gotta get back anyway.
Amid the psychedelic lights in the crowd, I took drugs with my good friend Maddie. When the effects kicked in, all my emotions were amplified. I rushed onto the carousel and started making out with my classmate Daniel without restraint. It felt like both an act of revenge and a desperate indulgence. However, when I ran into Daniel again in the school hallway the next day, everything from the previous night suddenly became extremely clear and awkward.
Daniel, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm dating somebody and I really don't want to fuck it up.
I just like you. Kinda thought you liked me.
I do, I have a boyfriend.
If I promise not to say anything, can we hang out again?
I am a person who is love-brained but has principles, so when McKay came to me and apologized for what he did that night, my heart softened again, and I chose to reconcile with him. At a 2-day Halloween party, I dressed up carefully as the female lead from True Romance, wanting to surprise him, only to be met with his furrowed brows and a load of bullshit lecturing, complaining that I was dressed too provocatively.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cass. I feel like if we go to this party and you dress like that, I ain't gonna ever hear the end of it.
In like a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about it?
To please him, I changed into the football player outfit he deemed appropriate. But instead of a pleasant party, I witnessed a disgusting fraternity farce. McKay was pinned to the ground by his teammates, humiliated like a dog, and he chose to take that trauma and anger out on me in an extremely violent way, fucking unleashing it all on me, causing me both physical and psychological pain. Haunted by the pain McKay left me, on the second night I put on that dress I had been longing for and went to Daniel's Halloween party. Unexpectedly, Daniel couldn't stop praising my outfit. On the dance floor, sticky sweat and deafening music almost made me forget McKay for a little while. I desperately needed that validation, even if it was fake and fleeting. Fooled by alcohol and the party vibe, I went back to Daniel's room and we got intimate. But right at the most critical fucking moment, the ghost of McKay suddenly surfaced. That pathetic sense of guilt made me stop. It was this rejection that finally revealed Daniel's true ugly nature. Instead of understanding, he cruelly lashed out with humiliating words.
You think I'm here because I'm interested in you? In what you have to say, or what you think about things as if you're so fucking interesting? Fuck, are you dumb? You came on to me, remember? And ever since then, you show up, you lead me on, and then you whine about your fucking boyfriend. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you because no one else will. Any guy who says he's interested in you beyond just fucking you is full of shit. So good luck with your boyfriend.
His attack hit right where it hurt most. If McKay's blow felt like a heavy punch to me, then Daniel's words were like a slow, torturous laceration of my soul. They completely confirmed the deepest fear in my heart. I am nothing but a worthless wretch unworthy of love. After being brutally battered by life until there was no intact skin left, my emotional world had become a complete ruin. Just my fucking luck. Fate decided to deal me the cruelest blow. Yet I found out I was pregnant. This news was both a bolt from the blue and twistedly carried a sliver of desperate hope. My deranged mind began to fantasize that this child might be the last chance to mend my relationship with McKay, and my only hope to break free from this godforsaken past and have a real family. Yet, when I told McKay the news, reality shattered all my fantasies in an eye. McKay's reaction was pure panic and evasion, and he didn't hesitate to suggest an abortion. He repeatedly emphasized that he was at a critical point in his studies and football career and couldn't handle the responsibility of fatherhood. Every word he said showed no regard whatsoever for my fragility and helplessness at that moment.
Cass, I don't even think you want to have this baby, okay? It's not a fucking fairy tale. Like, this may seem all cute and cuddly to you, but this is real shit. I'm not even ready to be a dad. I don't know if that's selfish to say or whatever, but children are fucking scary. I say we don't do it.
I'm not saying I'm gonna have a baby. I just wanted to dream about it for a minute.
After the last hope vanished, accompanied by my mother and sister, I entered the abortion clinic. Lying on the cold hospital bed, I put on my headphones. The music pulled me back to the skating rink of my childhood. I seemed to see again that little girl gliding freely on the ice, and the father applauding for her by the rink. As the song ended, the surgery was over. My life doesn't seem to have been reborn because of this. I just fell from one marsh into another quagmire named Nate. This broken waltz keeps going. The dance partners change one after another. Yet I still spin in the same place, waiting for the next fall.